Dark Endeavor was inspired by my love of Mary Shelley's original Frankenstein, the first monster story, the first sci-fi story, the first horror story. And one of the things I wondered as I was rereading it recently is what kind of person would go on to become the mad scientist who dug up corpses and chopped them up and sewed them back together and jolted them with electricity and tried to create life from death. So I really was intrigued by the idea of going back in time and imagining Victor Frankenstein as a 16-year-old. So the Dark Endeavor chronicles his teenage life. In my version of the Frankenstein myth, he has a twin brother, Conrad. They live in a fabulous chateau on the shores of Lake Geneva, which is every kid's sort of playground fantasy. It's got secret passages, hidden libraries, dungeons, portcullises. Victor's brother Conrad gets very ill, and Victor uses some forbidden alchemical tomes in the dark library to find something called the elixir of life. There are clues in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein about what Victor's childhood might have been like, and indeed she does mention his childhood pursuits of alchemical, magic. And I took out just some of those very few little phrases in the book and used them as springboards into larger stories. The setting of Frankenstein is 18th century Geneva, and I did a fair amount of research just what Geneva was like at the time, what the social conventions were, what the dress was like. I really wanted to recreate as much as possible the milieu of the original Frankenstein story. It's very operatic, it's very gothic, it's sort of over the top. So I wanted, above all, to maintain that sort of same tone. Once we had advanced reader copies of the book, my agent thought it was a very filmic story. We submitted it to a small sort of select group of people, and literally within the next day or two we were getting phone calls from producers. Within the next day we had 3 offers from studios. It was incredibly exciting. It's sort of a writer's dream. In the end we decided to sell the rights to the producers of Twilight at Summit Entertainment. They did such a fantastic job with that franchise. They seemed like the perfect match for the book. So maybe we'll see it on the silver screen one day.